Good morning. It's 10 to 7. 10 minutes to 7. Let's try to get the sun to come up this morning. Man, I had a pretty vivid dream last night. It seemed like it went on for a while, but I was only sleeping for like 15 minutes. It was pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It wasn't violence, it was more of how do I say it? We'll just say it was a mother and son ordeal. It was beautiful though. But the real thing I want to talk about is D-Wave Advantage. Yes, D-Wave Advantage. It's not just D-Wave anymore, it's D-Wave Advantage. 1,000 qubits to 5,000 qubits, at least that's what they want us to know. And Lockheed Martin got one, and who else knows who got one? Bill Gates probably got one, you know he got one. You know China's running them. I mean, they're going around the world right now, and you know these things, they operate with them qubits, and you know they're ones and zeros at the same time. They're listening to social media, everybody's big social media communities. They're looking for people like me that are eavesdropping on them, because supposedly when it picks it up, a photon's gonna go into the computer immediately and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, Bill Gates, he's a character, man. I've been talking to a couple kids, well, mainly one kid that's lived around here in the neighborhood. He's not a kid no more. He's probably older than me. He's probably in his 40s or 50s, and he can't have a conversation with you. He can't even look at you. Like, he'll look over for a second just to see what position I'm in or where I'm at, and it looks right away. You know, that's autism, I guess they call it. And I get him, you know. I get him. So I try to make that guy feel as happy as possible, because I know how cruel people can be. And when your brain isn't working properly, I don't know if he can feel it or not, but he has to be able to. He has to be able to. He just does something else with the energy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the reason I'm talking about this D-Wave thing is because everything I'm seeing and hearing from these scrying mirrors is deception right now. It's coming on so hard, it's crazy. They're trying to make it feel like they're with people that are good, and then they're just going to be cunning as that serpent that shows up it shows up down below all the time. You could always see the eye. It's always there. It's always there. Yeah, I could hear all the commercial planes and FedEx planes taking off here this morning. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot. because I really wanted to check out some planes, catch some planes landing, you know. I seen one the other day. It was just marvelous. You know, that's a marvelous piece of engineering. Just the way that thing resonates in the air. Oh my gosh, is that beautiful? I mean, some of these big jumbo jets, especially like the FedEx planes and UPS planes, that's like a rock concert. It's even louder than a rock concert, man. You know, it's super loud. And some of these newer planes, they're so quiet. You can barely even hear them. Especially them new helicopters that they got that where the propellers rotate into a plane. I guess that was Tesla's invention. Yeah. Dude, sometimes I cry over what they did to that guy. I really do. I don't know how he was able to do what he did. It just had to be so emotionally painful. It really had to be. I mean, growing up as a kid, it's just like I used to play football. Football isn't football anymore. Plus, with the gambling and shit, I won't watch no sports anymore unless I'm forced to because Dad, you know, his brain don't work right either. Football, if it wasn't for football, I would love to see what he would do. But you know, he does have another problem, and you know, that's another day for discussion. Dad's a good dude, but you know, I think he might have that CTE coming in. That shit that they made that movie about, the concussion movie. Yeah, whenever I played football, I started every game. I played with some professional players that made it. I was just so small, and then I broke my leg. I wasn't scared to hit people, man. Small as I was, I still hit people. I didn't care. I can't even remember some games I played in. That's how bad it was. That concussion, the human body is not made to be bounced around like that. I'm sorry. The thing is now, football's not football. If you're going to play football, go play football or go home. None of this sissy shit. Quarterbacks are staying in a league for 30 years? What the hell? Get the hell, 45-year-old quarterbacks? Come on, man. And gambling's legal now. I mean, that's the biggest revenue source going on in America right now is gambling. There's so much money. That and the marijuana business, you know. I live a couple hundred miles from D.C. and you're telling me it's legal there and I can't have it here? Yeah, the lawyers, you know, they're just so cunning and deceptive and... And that's the marijuana, the cannabis is some of the best medicine in the world. Not to smoke it either. It's fresh herb. Make tea with it. Some herb, green tea, and honey. Yeah, that works some wonders with a cold shower a day. That will keep the doctor away. Because who wants to go to the hospital today? They're just going to slap you with COVID and... Yeah. I talked to a kid. He had a problem. He has a problem too. A couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. But his dad was my school teacher up here at the school, and he was the coach of the bowling team. Yeah, I did the bowling team in high school. That was fun, man. That was more fun than football. And I asked him how his dad was doing. He told me his mom and dad died within a couple weeks of each other. And it was during the COVID, and I was talking to him, and he's you know, he's slow, but you know, he's a good guy. He's in his 50s, and you know, he's in great shape. Great shape. It's funny how the cookie crumbles. But anyways, we're talking about his dad, and his dad was in the hospital when he passed, and he couldn't even go visit him, dude. His mother passed like a couple days later at the house. That's the stuff that's going on right now. That is a disease. It's a disease. Sadness, misery, and all that. It's a disease. Why do you think it feels so good to shout and sing and love? You know, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling through your body, and you start resonating. You know, these computers, I believe, I believe they can do good for us, but it's the programmers that are teaching them the evil things. That's what my life lesson taught me. You can still have good people around you, but if they teach you the wrong way, yeah, you know, give you sugar, let you drink acid soda. You know, when you're a kid, you don't know any better. Especially whenever I grew up, and you know, at least people my age and a little bit older, it was a different time. It was definitely a different time. It's just amazing that, you know, all this is coming to fruition. Hey, he's singing at the top of his lungs. Here they come, checking me out. Yeah, the other day I got a good story. I was walking, and you know, I seen this big plane land up here, and I was just in amazement. And the next thing I knew, these crows were. I was walking down the hill, and the crows come, three of them, and then whenever they got close to me, they split off into three. I was like, "Oh yeah, you guys doing this to me?" Uh-huh. And then just one after one, you know, the crow on the left squawked, the one in the middle squawked, and then the one on the right squawked. I looked at him and says, "Yeah, this is how you gonna do me? You guys fight dirty, huh?" "Yeah, I see." And the next day, the alpha come again. The alpha it flies around like a hawk, just in the jet stream. It's crazy. It's amazing. It really is. It's so amazing how them things can take flight. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see the planes come landing, and the only ones that land that you could see, they're not commercial. They're privately owned. Yeah, I can only imagine what some of these people were doing with them quantum computers. Just the security alone, you know, just the security. You can't even. I'm not cool with being hacked. I'm definitely not cool with being hacked, especially what they're trying to do with this, with I don't know, whatever they're trying to shoot into our bodies, you know, and they're hacking us already. They don't even need to have this shit in our bodies. Some crazy weather out there. That storm that's down in Florida right now, that's like the size of the one that was up here on the mainland here up here. That was here for 5 days. I wonder what happened to that front. I never paid attention to it. Never paid attention to it. All I know, they seeded the hell out of it up here all week, last week. They took a break yesterday on Sunday. Yeah, I found a thing on that good old internet. Wyoming has cloud seeders on the farms. Yeah, like, which one of your representatives allowed that shit to happen? Oh, look at the pink coming up in the sky back there. I don't think you can see it. It's right there. Yeah, between the weather and the earthquakes, I took a walk through these woods over there yesterday, and that's like all cherry in there, man. There's only a few oak trees. There's locust and cherry, black cherry and locust trees. A couple white oaks. Um, but yeah, it's pretty bad in there. There's a lot of decomposed trees that are still standing. I know cherry don't last long, but yeah, it's not healthy in there, and I know it is a crazy time of the year. Not crazy, but it's just the end of the life cycle for the trees around here. All the broadleafs and stuff, deciduous. Sorry, I missed the sun come up a little bit, showing you guys the woods. That's more important. There'll be plenty more sunrises, plenty more moons. Yeah, man. Made myself a walking stick out of some cedar. Found a piece in someone's yard. Gotta have your walking stick on the hills. Keep your upper body moving. I like to swing it around and work my forearms out while I'm walking. I like hearing that noise when you swing it really hard too. It just rips through the gases. You can hear the songbirds. They're singing to each other across the field. Yeah, I haven't seen a cloud in the sky except for the ones that they manufactured for the last, I don't know how many days, but it's going on a week now, at least 5 days. And it's supposed to be like this until Wednesday. How do they know that the clouds are going to be here on Wednesday and stuff? That's what I want to know. It's that easy to predict, huh? Must be easy to predict whenever you're doing what you're doing, playing with the weather. Oh yeah, this is a nice sunrise here, baby. Trying not to look at it on the phone and just look at it with my own two eyes. Yeah, there's a lot of waves going on right now from all directions. They might be canceling out the sun's microwave. It really might be, because they might be trying to hit that same frequency. Yeah, how about Germany too? Yeah, Germany and the UK and all them guys telling them to say you could stick COVID up your ass. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. But thinking in the game of chess, is that just a pawn being moved? You got to really sit back and look. The people, they're getting scared that the money's going away, so they're trying to deceive you that they're trying to become better people. I'm not joking you. I'm definitely not joking you. They see their power, that the power's there to remove this shit. I made a comment on, I don't even know the person's name, but between India and China, that is 2 billion people. 2 billion. I don't, I mean, we got nothing else to lose. I mean, they already put us up against the wall, put us in prison. The only thing left, if you go to AA meetings, what do they tell you? The AA gets you nothing but death in institutions. Well, that's what the hell they're doing to us. Yeah, I was programmed for a couple years, man, and that, I didn't like hearing all that shit. Try to brainwash you. But whatever brings people together, to make them see the light. And people that got that much money, if they're able to be cunning enough, not even cunning enough, just bribery alone and have people kill for them, that should be enough said. That's enough said. People will do anything for money. It's like, everything happens for a reason, and you got to be grateful for what you got and what you did do. It all happens for a reason. It's a lesson. Yeah, that sun feels nice and warm. That feels very warm. Yeah, I just wanted to say, everybody's in my prayers. All my brothers and sisters, just not the immediate people. I'm talking about the whole pond. Just slow down and stop and listen to the music that the creator made for you. That's the only advice I could give you.